Fans! You know you should yell it like a Titan would yell go! Titans! Go! Titans! Fans! You know you should yell it like a Titan would yell go! Titans! Go! Titans! Fans! You know you should yell it like a Titan would yell go! Titans! Go! Titans!
Good morning, I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record-Journal, and welcome to This Week in High School Football Week 9. And Aaron, we're coming off our first very, very cold night of the season. I'm glad to see you finally defrosted there. I'm sure my guys Peter Dewey and Ron Buck and Shawnee Krofsick and Mikey Guerrero have defrosted as well. Truth is, though, it was a hot night on a cold night. 3 of our teams won tonight. 4th team lost and lost for the first time all year. Let's take it from the top. Up in Wethersfield, big game for the Maloney Spartans. These two teams, Maloney, Wethersfield, both 6-1, 4-5 in the Class L rankings going in. And you want to know what? Maloney turns this into a 35-6 blowout, and they turn it into a 35-6 blowout behind junior running back James Tarver. 5 touchdowns for James. 5 touchdowns, and he had 320 yards. And that sent us to the record books to see how close James Tarver was to the record, single game record held by, of course, Rashawn Spikes, 1994 against Bristol Eastern. Rashawn, before he went on to play at NC State, ran for 331 yards against Eastern. That still stands as Maloney's single game record, but man, oh man, James Tarver within 11 yards of it. And truth be told, after he scored his 5th touchdown early in the 4th quarter, he came out of the game. So, no telling where he would have wound up. But, hey, game was over. Maloney, 35. Wethersfield, 6. Big win for the Spartans. They're 7-1. They climb up to number 3 in the Class L points. Also at number 3, up in Double L, Southington Blue Knights. They went up in Glastonbury, right up the road here. Checked it out for the first half, Aaron. Saw Southington score 20 points in the first half. In the second quarter, they were all scored. And that was it. 20-zip. Southington over Glastonbury. Southington wins its 6th straight. They're 7-1, as we mentioned. Number 3 in Double L. Number 7 in the state polls. MJ Bennett scores 2 touchdowns on the ground. And Brady Lafferty and Josh Vitti hook up for a 46-yard touchdown run and catch and run. Run and catch. Either way, Josh Vitti, he got in the final minute of the first half. Southington 20, Glastonbury zip. And I'll tell you, Johnny Carrero and the boys on defense, they really fly around. They get after it. And I just had the feeling once Southington went up 7-zip, that baby was over. And sure enough, it was. Southington, 6 in a row, 7-1. Another nice win tonight was for the Platte Panthers. They come home to Falcon Field, and they are all over Bristol Eastern, 39-13. Our usual man, Roberto Salas, another big night for the Panthers, 3 touchdowns, 275 yards. But here's the big news. I shouldn't have buried the lead, but I kind of did. Platte, new look on offense. They're going with the sophomore, Trent Dinello at quarterback. Trent Dinello, hitherto, has been just kicking field goals for the Panthers and kicking them really well. He had another one tonight. But Trent takes over behind center, hits Josh Rodriguez with a touchdown pass, hits Chase D'Angelo with a touchdown pass, and we mentioned Roberto Salas with the 3 rushing touchdowns. 39 points on the board for a Platte team that was struggling mightily on offense. Just had a field goal by Trent last week in their 13-3 loss in Windsor. Bounce back tonight. They are now 4-4 on the season. Good win for the Panthers. Okay, 3 up, 3 down there with the winners. Our loser tonight was the Sheehan Titans for the first time all season. We're going to take you to the highlights there. That's where our man Aaron was, down at Vanacore Field in North Haven. And look, this is a tough matchup for the Titans. You know, North Haven, 3-4, but if you look at some of the games they played, very close games, easily could have been 6-1. Single win offense remains a very, very strong program. Tony Sagnella and the boys down there play some good football. And what hurt Sheehan tonight is they were without their big man, Terrence Bogan, state rushing leader. Last year, again this year, he's out on concussion protocol. So, hey, the Titans were without the guy who can basically outrun anybody on the field. Big loss for them. Sheehan has plenty of other playmakers. We're going to take you down to North Haven, hit the magic space bar. Boom, there we are. North Haven strikes first in this game. And you see Riley Bajornberg making a catch there from Kyle Simmons. Jordan Davis taking his handoff. This turns out to be a scoring drive for the Titans. Check out Jordan Davis here. state javelin champ can hurdle too. Unfortunately, you can't do that in football. So that play gets called back, and but no problems for the Titans because they do wind up scoring in a nice pass here from Simmons to, there he is, Riley Bajornberg in stride. That had the game tied 7-7 at the half. Now, start the second half, North Haven. Onside kick, and it's successful. They recover. North Haven scores. Jordan Davis answers for the Titans. Davis is a gamer. He ties the game back up, 52-yard touchdown run. But North Haven, Albert Brooks, 2 touchdown runs, including one after a strip sack. Early fourth quarter, Kyle Simmons gets hurt, and the Titans already without Bogan. They're really hamstrung on offense. They go down to their first defeat. That might be Coach John Ferrazzi giving me a shout right now. The Titans go down to their first defeat, 28-14 in North Haven. They sink down. If sink is the right word to use. They go from number 2 down to number 4 in the Class S power points. They can get a lot back next week. It's going to take a heck of an effort, though, because the Sheehan Titans have to go over to Cheshire, where Coach Don Drust and his boys are 6-1. They had a bye tonight. It'll be next week. 2 6-1 teams going at it at Alumni Field. Sheehan at Cheshire. Do you want to know where you're going to be next Friday, Aaron? There's your answer. Sheehan at Cheshire. That's going to be a big one affecting the Class S and Class L playoff races. And that's it for now on this cold, frosty night. Hopefully it won't be so cold next week. We're looking forward to the CIAC tournaments opening up on Monday and a whole full slate of action again next Friday for Week 10. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the American Record Journal. My thanks to Aaron Flom and my guys Shawnee Krofsick, Ron Buck, Peter the Admiral Dewey, and Mikey Guerrera out covering games tonight. We will catch you next week. Be good.